What is up, everybody? I am back for day 6 of Combine to Payout, and unfortunately, I tried to record a trade on Friday. Now, it was a losing trade, and I ended up going back and checking my audio recording, and there was zero audio. So, I don't know. Or I checked the video recording, and there was zero audio. So, the audio did not work on that last Combine to Payout video, so I couldn't really post it, which is annoying, but it was a losing day. We are now negative on the combine. Remember, this is full transparency. We ended up losing $300 on that trade, or almost 400 really. The reason it happened was honestly really annoying. So I'm going to try to go back to Friday and relive that trade so that you guys can see what I was going for. Um, I'm honestly forgetting the exact trade at this moment, but all I know is I tried to take a continuation short and it ended up playing out, but my stop loss was pretty tight and it didn't work. So right now, though, I'm looking to short the overnight markets. So we're in Asia session right now, and I'm looking for a short down to these lows right here, right? I think we're going to make a run for these lows. We just inverted this 1 hour bullish for a value gap, or this 30-minute gap, sorry. And on the 1 hour chart, we don't even have one. It's looking bearish. Bitcoin's tanking, Ethereum's tanking, everything's tanking, and it looks bearish right here. And so what I wanted to do, because we may rebalance into this 30-minute bearish right here. So what I want to do is have my stop set above this gap. So if we were to invert this bearish gap, then I would get stopped out of the trade. I don't think we're gonna, I think we're just gonna melt down to the lows. So that's giving me about, from this entry point, 1.5 R, and I'm gonna check on this in the morning. I'm gonna enter it right now. This is the XFA, and we're gonna go with, we'll go with, I think, so I remember one contract would get me about 400 bucks when I looked. That's why I'm down 7, because I was too lazy to calculate it. So I just got one contract. And I remember from this area it was going to be about a $400 profit. So we're going to go with, we'll go with 3 MNQs
Order
here.
filled.
And we're going to obviously set our take profit to this low, which is going to be about $1,000 gain if it hits. And then we're going to set our stop loss up here. It's going to be about a $600 loss. So we are risking quite a bit, but I am very confident. The momentum's strong. We're delivering out of a 1 hour bearish gap. I think it's also a 4 hour. Let me check. So yeah, we are delivering out of a 4 hour bearish on this trade. We tested it. We ended up rejecting. We're also delivering off of a 1 hour bearish gap. Swept out a high inside of it before making this leg, right? So we had this high inside of the gap. We swept it out, started rejecting. So everything about this trade tells me that we are going to melt down to these lows. Now, will it be tomorrow during New York? Maybe. If we haven't hit the target by then, you guys will see me still in this trade. I'm going to end up recapping this trade tomorrow, but it's going to be part of this video because I'm obviously not going to fucking film overnight. So right now we are in the trade. This is the trade for the combine. Now, like, I don't usually take Asia trades, but this one to me seems very obvious and very nice for some continued downside. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this trade and we're going to see how it plays out. But like I said, I really like the way this looks right now in pretty much every way imaginable. And I do think that these lows are going to be a draw on liquidity. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a notification on my phone for this low right here. This one right here. This is low of day. And if we take it while I'm still awake, I'm going to set my stop loss to break even. If I'm asleep and we take it, then there's not really anything I can do. But that is the plan. So yeah, it's kind of a risky trade. I will check on it before I go to sleep. It is currently 10:45 p.m. and I'm not really planning to go to bed just yet because I have a lot of stuff to do. And yeah, we'll probably check back in like an hour or two right before I'm getting fully ready to go to bed, and that'll be part of this video as well. So Godspeed to us, I guess. Let's hope this trade goes well. The final R on this trade, if we are going exact, is basically 1.5. So I don't mind that. I like that. It's a good R. 1.5 R. You can absolutely take that, right? It's a solid risk. And we're just going to hope to get a straight flush down to these lows, which are pretty far away. It would be a pretty big flush, but I think we're capable with the type of momentum we've had to the downside lately. I think that we, especially with the kind of lower volume in Asia and London, I think we're easily able to sell down to this point. So let's see what happens. Now, if we were to get to this low, how much would we be up? Okay, about 400 bucks. So yeah, looks good, guys. I'll catch you guys in a few hours. We'll string a few different clips and videos together for this one. Just hopped on to do the before bed check of my trade, and sweet dude, we hit. So our account's at 50.8K now, the combine, meaning I also was able to take this on some fundeds, but yeah, that's a sight for sore eyes right there. That's beautiful. So like I said, we'll just go back over this. I kind of expected this to work by tomorrow morning maybe, or throughout the day tomorrow, but I wanted to enter now off of the 30-minute inversion like I showed you guys. The confluences were there, right? We had easy draw and liquidity right here and right here, right? And we were looking bearish. We had started to deliver off of this 1 hour bearish gap right here. Okay, so we were delivering out of a 1 hour bearish gap, so clearly we wanted continuation downwards. We had to rebalance into this, which was what the whole afternoon type of move was in beginning of Asia session. We set up this high inside the gap, swept it out, started showing some serious signs of rejection. Then you sift down to the 30-minute time frame, and that's where you see an actual inversion happen, right? So the inversion happens, and that's where we got in basically, right? So we got in targeting this drawn liquidity, right, which was last or previous week low, and it ended up working like a charm. Like I said, we ended up hitting it. Really clean delivery. I mean, if you look back on like the 1 minute chart, the majority of this move happened in like 6 or 7 candles, so that was kind of tough. But yeah, and now, maybe longs would work from here. I'm looking at the 5 minute chart, but I'm not taking anything because you guys know the deal. One trade a day, so we're not even going to trade New York tomorrow, at least on the combine. I might trade on my fundeds if the price action is really good, but for the combine specifically, you guys know the rule is one trade a day, so we're only doing one trade, and that's the trade for the day. So we are locking ourselves out of the 50K combine, up a nice 1,000 on the day on this, and like I said, balance sitting at 50.8K, a nice recovery from last week, which last week was very mid. I would actually classify it as kind of shit. Even on my fundeds, I didn't do well. On the combine, I obviously didn't do well, and like I said at the beginning of this video, I would have had another losing trading day to post on, not Friday, sorry, Thursday, but I recorded and there was genuinely no audio, and I didn't feel like there was any point in posting a video with no audio. I don't think you guys would have very much enjoyed it. I wouldn't have enjoyed it. So it is what it is. But like I said, we're now up 846 overall on the combine. Let's see the stats. Let's do some stats here, guys. So we are mostly taking longs, as we can see. Our average winning trade is definitely beating our average losing trade. We are sitting at a 52% win rate with a 1.75 profit factor. Okay, so all pretty good. All pretty good. Nice. And best trade, 3 short MNQs. That's exactly what we just took. All right, cool. So we're going to attack this again on Wednesday because it is Tuesday. It is currently 12:11 a.m. on a Tuesday, and we just made 1,000 on the combine. So we're, about a third of the way from passing. Entered this trade technically Monday night, but Tuesday is when I'm making this second part of the video. It's 12:10 a.m. So, but no trades for New York session tomorrow. So you guys will be seeing this video tomorrow in the evening or afternoon. And we'll get back to this combine challenge on Wednesday, but I will probably trade on my funded accounts for New York tomorrow. So if I get a good trade that, is worth recapping, win or loss, just a good setup, then I will make a recap. I have a lot of other videos planned, guys. I have a lot of stuff planned. I took a few days break at the end of last week and over the weekend. I'm sure you guys noticed I had a ton of stuff going on in my personal life. Nothing like negative per se, just busy shit. And we're done with that now, and I think, I'm gonna have extra time to lock in. Obviously, around Christmas season, when it gets to Christmas break period, I'm gonna be less active, spending a lot of time with family and stuff. But we got a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff coming up. I'm happy about, this trade, obviously, and this series. I like the direction it's going because a lot of you guys in the comments have been saying positive things about how it helps you to see the transparency, how it helps you to see the step by step, the thought process, whatever it might be that you guys are enjoying about this combine series. Because I enjoy making it, even on the losing days, right? Like we had a losing day last week and then a break even day last week, and I enjoyed making that. I still enjoyed it, and even I enjoyed making the video. I actually had like a funny. It's annoying. I had like a what I thought was a pretty funny like fake pissed off reaction to this losing trade, which we didn't get to capture because the audio fucked up. Fuck my mic, guys, honestly. But yeah, like I said, I'm happy with where the channel's going. We're nearing 1K subs, which is fucking awesome, guys. Honestly, anybody who watches my channel a lot, especially you guys that were early to the wave, I just started this channel in mid-April, right? Like I'm mid-April, and I barely even posted anything in May because I was dealing with, you know, tons of busy social life stuff because I was graduating. And so to be almost near 1K, basically 6 months into taking YouTube seriously, when you count the fact that I wasn't really posting in May besides like 2 or 3 vids, like that's awesome. And I really got to thank you guys all for watching. And I hope to get a lot more people on board with this series because I think the journey's super fun. Win or lose, I'm documenting this, guys. And like I said, at the end of every time I exit a trade, I am locking myself out. And you know the rule. It's one trade per day. If the first trade is a true break even and no trims are taken, then I will look for another trade if the price action feels good enough. But like I said, it'll only end up being like one effective trade per day because, yeah, I might take a second if the first is break even. So one trade per day. I'm filming it all. Every single entry, I'm filming it. Every single exit, I'm filming it, except this one because my limit order hit and it was supposed to be a trade I held all night, but it just hit so fast. And every time I'm off and I lock myself out, I film it. You guys are seeing this through and through. And hopefully, if I get to passing this, which I'm confident that I can, then we'll start building up a balance on the funded account, right? And we'll get the funded account up to the stage where I take a payout, okay? So it's going to be the whole journey. I've already gone over this, but I'm doing it again. You guys are going to see this transparently. It's going to be a fun journey, and you guys are all hopefully going to grow from watching this and watch me grow while trading this, right? Because I still have a ton of room to improve as well. I'm not where I want to be yet. And that's the attitude I have to keep having to continue to push hard with trading, continue to focus on the process, and to continue to push hard with YouTube. Um, so it's kind of a rant there, but like I said, a lot of stuff coming. I appreciate everyone who tunes in and gives me the time of day. I do believe in my content for sure, but I thank all you guys for watching it because without you guys, I wouldn't really keep making content. So appreciate it. With that all being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. If you're still watching, make sure to like the video and sub to continue following the series. And also make sure to join my free trading Discord, which is linked in my YouTube bio. You just go up to my YouTube bio. It is a free trading Discord. No credit card, no email, no nothing. You literally click the link and you're in. And I will be looking forward to seeing you guys in there. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.